and welcome to today's project on using artificial intelligence and gamification into English as a foreign language education. My name is Carlos David Diaz, and with my group Maria Fernanda Claro and Cristi Roman, will be your guide as we investigate how we might improve language acquisition and instructional efficiency using new pedagogical approaches. Well, these are the contents that we're going to have in our presentation. The first one is going to be the introduction. We are going to be discussing about the research, the question and objective. We're going to check the literature review. We're going to watch the methodological design. Lately, we're going to have the analysis and findings, the conclusions of recommendation and limitations, and the last part is going to be the references. Despite the growing demand for EFL education, we face the problem of providing high-quality instruction to a large number of students using limited resources. To overcome this issue, we have post-implemented a multilingual learning environment in which teaching tactics are strengthened through the use of artificial intelligence. This vision enables teachers to form meaningful connections between their students, community, and technology. Now, let us address the recognition gap on the significance of merging English and artificial intelligence in our globalized world. While interest in employing artificial intelligence to help language acquisition has surged in recent years, many instructors across diverse institutions may still not completely understand its value. It's important to remark that English as a foreign language education is going to be a really important part in our project. That's the importance of language acquisition. It is essential for communication, education, and employment opportunities. That was said by one in 2021. Obviously, Integrate can give us these kind of opportunities. Okay, it is a challenge, obviously, because artificial intelligence has the potential to transform language teaching by creating personalized and adaptive learning experiences. As Wallen said in 2020, using artificial intelligence in technology in English teaching can capitalize on its benefits while also addressing the deficiencies on traditional classroom teaching approaches. To guide our investigation, we asked the following research question, and it's basically how does incorporation of artificial intelligence and gamification techniques in EFL education influence the teaching methods and learning outcomes for EFL teachers. Now, let me talk a little bit about our general and specific objective. All of them are going to be focused on improving the teaching learning experience in English as a foreign language education by incorporating cutting-edge technology such as artificial intelligence and gamification. Let's get into each one. Our general objective is to establish how the incorporation of educational strategies influence the teaching and learning of English as a foreign language, EFL, incorporating cutting-edge technology like artificial intelligence and gamification with current trends that shape students' daily lives. By doing so, we hope to create dynamic and interesting learning environments that encourage language acquisition and proficiency. And now let's break down our specific objective. The first one is to identify aspects in application of educational approaches employing artificial intelligence and gamification as an option for EFL learning environments, training teachers from various backgrounds so they can dynamize their teaching methods. That's our first specific objective. Our second one is to analyze the potential benefits and limitations of integrating artificial intelligence and gamification technologies into EFL instruction. And our third specific objective is going to tell us about how to determine the contribution artificial intelligence and gamification technologies pose in the EFL learning process of both EFL teachers and learners.
Literature review. These are our main concepts. Artificial intelligence in education. According to Murphy and other authors, artificial intelligence supports and enhances teaching practices and the professional development of teachers. It also enhances personalized learning, assessment practices, feedback, students' engagement, and the development of different thinking skills. Artificial intelligence in EFL learning environments. According to Albolan and Sai, artificial intelligence allows to be creative, to focus on students' interests, to build soft skills, to change the way content is presented, and add diversity in classes activities. It also allows learners to interact with others for a better practice of the different English language skills. Learners' competencies in AI education. According to Sanusi and others, a good AI education allows the learners to become digitally literate and adapt better to an increasingly digital world. Finally, gamification in education, one of our main concepts. According to the Turgeon and others, gamification is the use of game design elements in non-game contexts. Moreover, Fisher and Barabak say that the use of gamification in education allows teachers to convert individual experiences into gamified teamwork quests or tasks to evoke communication and cooperation between players, or in this case, the learners. Methodological design. Phases of the implementation of the project. This project was carried out within 6 months from October 2023 to March 2024. It started with the design and application of the online survey through Google Forms to EFL teachers. Then the design and the implementation of the training sessions program through YouTube and the data collection from the feedback provided. Finally, class observations to evaluate the implementation of the AI gamified tools presented in these sessions, and of course, data analysis. Type of study. This study possesses a qualitative approach that allows researchers a deep and comprehensive understanding of the experiences, perspectives, and insights of EFL teachers on the integration of artificial intelligence and gamification in bilingual learning environments. Also, this project is a type of multiple exploratory case study. Hatch defines case studies as special kind of qualitative work that investigates a contextualized contemporary phenomenon within a specified boundaries. The project followed the path proposed by Jean for exploratory case studies, in which it was defined a trend inside bilingual learning environments teaching practices. Then it was designed a program of pedagogical strategies as an alternative for these trends. Later, data was collected and analyzed, and finally, some conclusions were drawn. Researchers' roles. The researchers participated in the design and application of the research instruments, classes observations, and the collection and analysis of data. Research instruments. The instruments used in the project were online service through Google Forms, the collection of feedback and comments from the YouTube training sessions, and finally, classes observations. Participants. There were 45 EFL teachers who participated between men and women from different educational levels and who worked in different educational contexts, private and public institutions from higher and regular institutions. Pedagogical strategy. The pedagogical model used for the program design was the experiential learning model proposed by Kolb, in which he states that the emphasis is often on the red sense experience and in context action as the primary source of learning. Also, we use gamification principles for the design of the pedagogical program and the selection of the tools that were presented. These principles are dynamics, mechanics, and the components inside the learning experiences and the platforms used. The training sessions were delivered through YouTube, and the AI gamified tools presented were ChatGPT, Quizify, Artflow, and Currybot.
Well, here in this section, we are going to explore analysis and findings. In the line with Creswell, the method used was the thematic analysis. During this qualitative approach, we ordered the data analysis following 4 steps. On step 1, our data was organized and managed through software NVivo. Here, an example of inductive stage, finding recurrent themes in the data through this word cloud. During the step 2, through a mind map, was determine and compare the 3 main themes: integration of AI and gamification, influence on learning outcomes, and engagement. Through a hierarchy chart in step 3, it was categorized the 3 themes and 8 subthemes. Once in place, the themes and subthemes, in the step 4, it was reported all the analysis and conclusions as a result. During the categorized findings and interpretation of results, the big theme, integration of AI and gamification on EFL education, was uncovered 2 subcategories. Teaching strategies. In accordance with Witzman, an emphasis on adaptive and gamified educational apps. Afterwards, Surveys, observations, and comments findings were aligned with student-centered approaches like flipped classroom and project-based learning. Besides, clarity in presentation and students' understanding with technological integration. According to subcategory technological infrastructure tools, referencing Science and TOSO, it is mentioned personalized learning as an advantage with AI-driven apps. Moreover, the participants expressed adaptive assessments, innovation, and individual learning needs, among others. During the second category, engagement, the survey result emerged the role of student motivation as essential in the efficacy of teaching methods. Not only motivation and enthusiasm for learning, but also self-directed learning. According to Fisher and Barabasht, gamification can improve student performance, promote learning motivation and engagement. Furthermore, teachers reported increased participation, change traditional methods, and create an innovative learning environment. In other matters, SAID highlights the personalization of learning as an ability of technology, which results in progress and satisfy individual needs. This is why our participants considered integrating these tools as a way to develop 21st century skills. Lastly, during the analysis of the third category, influence on learning outcomes, there were interpreted results from, first, platform understanding and learning, aligned with Kim, Lee, and Shaw, who stated the focus on student positive attitude towards AI, very close to the participants' opinion, who mentioned to adopt their practices to integrate AI and gamification. Second category, teacher training and professional development, paraphrasing him, brings support to develop teachers' AI knowledge. Therefore, findings here generated gamified elements in classroom dynamics and their importance in AI assessment tools. Finally, subcategory students' learning experience and opportunities build relationships, shares advice, gives reviews, collaborating, and co-creating. This is regarding Holmes. Likewise, our participants' data emerged that AI tools facilitate group activities, interactive dialogues, communication among students. Here on students' learning experience was explicit one subcategory more, active learning techniques, related with the dynamism and interaction that was manifested by participant teachers, aligned with Holmes, who elucidates active techniques are shifting focus from information transfer to students' learning. In other words, replacing knowing to doing.
Let us conclude our talk by summarizing the important findings. Over the last decade, the incorporation of technology into education has provided educators with numerous opportunities to improve teaching techniques and student learning results. Artificial intelligence and gamification have emerged as strong tools for improving the educational experience for both teachers and students. These technologies provide novel approaches to presenting content, assessing knowledge, and engaging students, resulting in a more dynamic and personalized learning environment. However, it is critical to recognize the obstacles that come with incorporating artificial intelligence and gamification into education. Lack of training and resources, as well as the complexities of the educational system, can all have an impact on how successfully these technologies are used. Furthermore, it is necessary to address cultural biases and guarantee that varied language and cultural origins are taken into account in educational settings. Moving forward, we urge creator research into effective teaching strategies, the incorporation of student-centered techniques, and ongoing evaluation and improvement. By emphasizing student participation, providing educators with training and tools, and encouraging collaboration and innovation, we can build dynamic and engaging learning environments that prepare students for success in an increasingly interconnected world. Furthermore, we emphasize the need of curriculum alignment and incorporating emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence into education frameworks, but by designing the curriculum to reflect students' interests, needs, and realities. we can keep education current and responsive to the demands of the digital age. To summarize, the combination of artificial intelligence and gamification represents a tremendous possibilities for educational innovation. By adopting new tools and employing evidence-based approaches, we can create more inclusive, engaging, and successful learning experiences that prepare students for success in the 21st century. Thank you.